Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Hismatul Hafidzah from Class B English Material Development. So in this video, I will give you a summarizing of article. So the first one that I choose, the article title is A Critical Evaluation of Text Difficulty Development in ELT Textbook Series. A corpus-based approach using variability neighbor clustering. So the first point that I get from this article is evaluation of ELT material has paid little attention of the appropriateness of the text difficulty development in a textbook series. And the second point that I get from this article is the present study aims to assess the progression of text difficulty in different textbooks series in Taiwan, the rationale of which is argued to be generalizable to other ELT contexts. And the third point that I get from this article, it has two methodological impasses. First is text difficulty has been quantitatively measured by the BNC corpus, and the second is a clustering-based statistical algorithm is utilized to identify the development stage in text difficulty on an empirical basis. And for the fourth point from this article that I get is corpus-based computational computational method not only objectively determines the developmental gaps in textbook series, but also identify the direction of the difficulty progression in vocabulary and structure complexity. And for the fifth point that I get from this article is several pedagogical implications are drawn for EVOL learners and teachers as well as ELT textbooks developers. So from all those points, this conclude that corpus-based evaluation for difficulty development in the textbook series that may not only correspond to the local needs of Taiwan Senior High School curriculum, but also provide a common framework for the assessment of the ELT materials in other global contexts. So all of the summarizing that I first of all I write it down, and then I like usually I do I write write in it. I make a summarizing article on Word. So for this second article that I choose is the title. The title is Evil and communications. It's ELF and communication strategies. Are they taken into account in ELT materials? And from this article that I get the 6 points. The first point is the complex and varied sociolinguistic reality of world, Englishes and English as a lingua franca, ELF, has important implication for English language teaching, ELT. And for the second point that I get from this article is based questioning validity of native speaker, the complexity of global Englishes raise several issues both at theoretical and at an applied level, particularly for teaching. And for the third point that I get from this article is communication strategies have been shown to have a particularly significant role in English as a lingua franca communication that is characterized by negotiation and co-construction of meaning. In these encounters, where different lingua cultures meet. Elf speaker employ a range of pragmatic strategies to solve, and that's for the third points. And for the fourth point, I'm sorry, its communication strategies can thus be said to play a fundamental role in effective communication, particularly in contexts where English is used as an international lingua franca. And for the fifth point that I get from this article is this article will illustrate a study investigating whether ELT materials addressed at Italian secondary school students include activities and tasks related to communication strategies. And for the sixth point that I get from this article is in general, we can say that GSS are not consistently dealt with in my findings in his findings, and despite some positive some exemplifications, adequate attention is not given to their fundamental role in communication, especially in elf context, sorry. And on this article could represent valuable opportunities to experience communication through English in international context, and of the ways in which meaning is co-construct through GSS, thus leading to awareness of how realistic, realistic and unelf-aware pedagogic approach can be. So that's all the point that I get from three article that given by our lecture. So that's all the summarizing from me. Uh, I make a summarize from the article and make a few points from the article. So thank you for watching this video. Hope you understand what I talk, what I say. Thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.